All right, let's go. Man, oh man, oh man. Talk to me. Who? Let me see. What do we got here? All right, what do we got? Man, oh man, oh man. I had some rush. Good morning. Vietnam. Is that right? I spelled that wrong. Good morning, Vietnam. I think I might have spelled it wrong. Who knows? Good morning, everybody. Talk to me. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Give me the 411 here. What's the information on what's going on? Probably this is my headsets are dead. Probably my headsets are dead. Probably because I did not. Whoa, that is really. The hell's the music coming from? Stop! I can't do that. I can't play it, Joe. Let's hear now. See this. See if everything comes up roses here. It should not. Bo 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 bo. Yeah, I know. They're just because they have no. They've got no juice. No juice. There's no juice, so I have to plug it in over here. Man, this shit should all been done earlier. I know. I can have an hour to get ready for this show, and where the hell is everybody? Nobody's here? Talk to me, somebody. Talk. Talk to me. Excellent conditions. What the hell? Who's talking to me? All right. Oh, I know what. There was only the live thing there. Let me see something else. I'm going to try something else. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see, Fox. Let me get this. Let me get a new window going just for the hell of it. This is really. All right, man. We've got a lot going on. We've got an impeachment trial going on, which is really just a crazy ass trial. Anybody's interested in politics? If you're interested in politics, you should check it out because what happened? What happened is this. Watch this. I know what I did. I know what I did not do. I know what I did not do. Check it out, folks. Here we go. All right. There you go. I believe in miracles. Woo! There you are, my sexy things. My sexy things. Come on. You should come on up. What? It's impossible. Hey, there you are. Woo! It's cold down there, Striper. What the fuck? Autocorrect. Autocorrect? Joe's late, naughty boy. Hey, I'm terribly sorry, guys. Not sure why that is. You got me now? You should have me now. You should have me. Hello, Claire. Good morning. I was ready, and then I ran in here and realized I wasn't ready. Does that make sense to you? It could make sense because that's me. I'm only partially ready most of the time. Be right there, handling an issue. Oh, I bet you are. Handle this issue, will you? Okay, here we go now. Dominique, happy Wednesday. It's Hump Day or something like that. We've got breaking news. The UN calls for a probe into alleged Saudi hack of Jeff Bezos. The rich get richer and they have more things going on in their lives than I do. I don't want to assume anything. Saren, perfect time. Daniel just finished his work. See, I knew there was a reason that I was running behind. Yes, I'm a from behind guy, so yes. Let's see here. Hello, Ashley Nicole. It's good to see you too, dear. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everyone about Monday, but I did have to dash off. We do have things that go on that somehow is Elizabeth here. This is Elizabeth, right? The thumbnail? Of course. Why was it not up yet? I wonder. Well, I wonder who. I don't know who. That's weird. You're watching me on YouTube, of course, so maybe it's just something screwed up. Here's what happened. I was sitting here talking to myself as I usually do, and damn, I couldn't, so nobody was commenting, and I was like, somebody, there's got to be at least one person sitting there. And sure enough, one person or two or three were sitting there. But I hadn't released this to the public. I was in unlisted still because that's what I do in case I totally fuck up. And I ended up screwing up anyway. Ah, yes, we all love that picture, don't we? It wraps us all up in a nice little with a little bow. It just puts you right there and says, "Oh my, yes, that is what we do here." I think that's what we do here. So, ladies and gentlemen, lady looks like just ladies here. Ladies, unless someone is in, if you are a gentleman and you are in the wings, please let it be known. I can't handle all these women myself, although I'll die trying. Okay. Pathumi, so nice to have you back. It is. So, yeah, I apologize on Monday. I hope it wasn't too upsetting. You guys were able to manage your life for a couple days without me. But as funny as that may sound, it is I who suffers when I don't see you. Believe me. The cup is in the house. Someone said I was a naughty boy today. Who was that? Who was that? That had to be Claire or Kathy. Oh, you missed me? Oh, sweetie, that's so nice of you to say. Yes, well, I missed you guys. Yeah. Sleeps and rolls over. Sleeps and sits up. Okay. All right. I'm usually napping when you stream, so I'm glad I'm here now. Well, we're glad you're here too. Sleeps Angela now? No, Angela departed for her. She had a dental appointment early this morning. I believe she's finished already, but so she went home. She uses her dentist at home. She'll be back in a few days. Yes, I was bummed about Monday. Oh, well, it's so nice. Truth be told, okay, truth be told, why I love all of you immensely. I love you all immensely. I do. I do. You are so much a part of my life now. I don't know what I'd do without you, honestly. But I was reviewing someone's novel with them, and they're turning it into a script. So, for a pilot. So I was working with that because potentially there might, while I love you all, it doesn't really generate income, so I had to do something that I thought might eventually. Now you might say, well, this could. Yeah, it could, but I give suggestions and I'll chat to people and I do it for free. But I'm not complaining about that. But I look for other things too. So that's all. That's all. And I had a chat with one of my agents, so we'll see if something doesn't start turning up soon. I'm a naughty boy every day, and you miss me on Monday. Thank you. Monday. Can't trust that day. No, you can't trust it. Joe Daddy, usually you can trust being there. It's always nighttime for me, so I miss these lives most of the time. What time is it, Pathumi? I'm a cheap date, yeah. Yes, I am a cheap date. I mean, I know, no, skilled. Say skilled cheap date. It wasn't, it's not hereditary that I'm gray. Other things turned me gray. Fun things turn to me gray. Okay. Cheap date. Well, I don't know about that. Cheap trick, maybe. Okay. There's a blast from the past. Cheap trick. And action. Well, I'm glad everyone is here now. And you can, I'm assuming, it's difficult to assume because we know what happens, that you can hear me and that it's relatively clear. I put my headsets on and they were dead, of course. I'm so used to regular headsets that I somewhat forget I have to plug these things in at night. The wireless kind. I do that with all kinds of toys too. I forget to plug them in and you go to grab one, it's just go, you're expecting this, and it's just, oh, you got to get another. Okay. That's in my, I'm a part-time dentist. Okay. Okay, you're an MDS member, but you still don't know how the website works. I'm trying though. But what would you like to know about how the website works? Many here we can all help you. Oh, that's terrific. A brand ambassador. Good for you. That's terrific. Well, you have adorable children. I would think that, you know, that'd be great. Now, don't be a stage mother. I worked with children, I think I mentioned you guys once, and that is the worst. I mean, the kids are fine. It's the parents. I think I told you I was in something Zoomy or whatever on Nickelodeon, and I was standing behind these children I had to take out on a green screen. And this little boy's in front of me, and an arm comes in like this with a comb. It's dark, you know, combing his hair to make sure it was perfect. His hair was fine. And it was the back of his head. I mean, come on, Mom. All right. How do I like the cool weather? Hey, Striper. Well, Striper, did I miss you walking in? I probably did. Sorry. You know, it's not cool. It's cold. I actually had the heat on last night because it dipped down into the 40s. It was in the 40s, always to the top 30s, actually. And that is cold for these parts. Well, William, did you inquire into anyone in Kentucky? That's the one thing with the site. There are a lot of LDRs, long distance relationships. They start that way. And then usually the December of the group is the more prepared to make a move to somewhere, not a permanent move, but, you know, visit. Let's see. Well, good. I'm glad he has you working out. I need to get that done too. As a matter of fact, I will do that. I'm going to do that. Until that, I'm going to take a deep pause. Watch this. This is a commercial break. I realize I have to adjust my seat. There you go. I had to adjust my seat to get up. I knew something was wrong. Okay, and he's back. That's the band leader. Hey, there he is. Okay. I had to adjust my seat and get it right. So I had to get up to do that properly. And so it put me it left me out of a hole. I can adjust this so that, please do not adjust your television set. Okay. By the way, William, Ashley Nicole is in Kentucky. Happily married, though. There are lots of girls interested in northern Kentucky. How come when I did a commercial in Kentucky, not one of them said anything to me? Not one. Why, I wasn't sure where this happened. I don't know if it was when I was playing golf over the weekend and I went in and reached for my golf ball, or that feisty woman that was chained to headboards in the dungeon and her nails scraped me. I'm not sure which, but I would say it was playing golf. Oh, there are tons of age gap movies. You have to start with the original, Lolita. But there are a lot of them out there, and I'm sure you can get a list of them on the website. If you go to maydecembersociety.com, there's something you can do on the website. Delilah Rose. She did 20 miles biking, a full body, and 30 crunches. I've been going to tanning salon, also been trying super hard to get it finished, get it done by 6 a.m., usually 7 a.m. Great minds. Saren. Well, pantalones. Really? You girls, the bad girls. When I was in France, the girls were bad girls. Speaking of bad girls in France, what is Irene up to? We haven't seen Irene in a long time. Is she still, she's probably checking in with you all on Discord. Is that right? Please let me know. Clarabelle, I'm trying to lose weight. You know, I've got to lose weight too, but I just have, I have 5 pounds to try to lose. I'd be doing. Come on. Great actor, okay. They are all married with children. Is that Peg Bundy? You know, I saw her. She's on The Conners now, if anyone's ever seen that television show. I thought when Roseanne left, it would just be, it's very funny. I mean, I find it funny. It's just my, you know what I do? Because I am into all of the Netflix and the series. And by the way, Netflix, did you see Legend about the Cray brothers over there in the UK, in London, on the east side? And then they tried to go upscale to the west side, and they just couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? The Cray brothers. You had a 19-year-old chat with you, sir. You got something going there. That's an age gap and a half, right? All right. Spanking. What are we talking about? Oh, golfing. Yeah, sorry. Cleaning up after hours. You're cleaning up, yes. Spanking. That's what I'll be doing. I will be working up, and it will. Well, I could do that. That's good exercise. It's a good thought. Angela's not here, so we will take volunteers. Je forget, lashes. Who wants? Oh God, that's too loud. Who wants their bum busted? That's really loud, isn't it? Sorry, folks. Let me elevate my. Well, this should be okay right there. My microphone. So yes, it is me. Oh no. Oh, behave, girls. Behave. There's plenty of time in our lives to get to that. Sorry, I didn't mean to destroy your ears. But you see, this isn't going to cut it. Speaking of cutting it, I have those devices too. Oh, we're not quite there yet. Sorry that ruined. I hope it didn't destroy your headphones. This is the place to come for headphones. Oh, behave. All right, and that was the quick cleaning of my glasses. I started it. Yes, I did. I started it because it's hump day. And you were having your legs, something. Carrie was doing something to your legs. I think he was doing something that's attached to your legs, if you want to know the truth. But hey, I know he's a taskmaster, although he doesn't come across that way. He's a very nice man who probably said, girl, it's time. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. I'm just giving us a setting up the scene, and then you fill in the blank. Okay. See how that works? That's a double entendre. Fill in the blank. Got it? Okay. I want you all to think about that. Also, hump day is every day. Yes, I guess so. Whatever day it is comes between two other humps. All right. Cheers to that. So, because I didn't get to ask you, how was last weekend to all of you? How was it? Just how was it? Was it spankingly beautiful? Spankingly clean? Spankingly. I don't know what that means. Hasnain Ahmed. Hasnain Ahmed. Hello. Saren got a laugh out of something. Oh, Pathumi's headphones. So, Pathumi, you're in India, right? Golfing, I see here. Hold on. Shadow says, good morning, Joe and Angela. I'll pass that along to Angela. Hope you're doing well. We're doing okay. She was in the dentist chair, so I hope by now she's doing better. Someone's on the same page of Joe without pants. Interesting. I don't know what gets into you, girl. Well, I have an idea. I mean, let's see, there's things, there's natural things and mechanical things, there's, electronic things. There's... Okay. Oh, Sri Lanka. Yes. Under India. Yes, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Now, I've shipped things to Sri Lanka before, back when I had a business in shipping. We used to ship things all over the world. Now, of course, obviously. And let's see, back then, customs was really not reliable. We would ship things for the government. I used to get government contracts, and we would ship video monitors to places like, oh, I don't know. Give me some place. We'll just say, I'm not picking on it, let's just say Nairobi, Kenya. Well, that was it. Let's say Havana, Cuba. And customs in these places, well, they were rather shady because the government controlled everything. So if you saw something good come through, it suddenly it disappeared. They don't care if you have a manifest, a number, or anything. Some countries are not as regulated as others, and that's how things like that get misplaced. Let's call it misplaced. I would never suggest that anything was stolen, although it was frequently back in the day. I hope now, with the computer system, it is better. Okay, Ashley, get Colton ready and have a good day. Oh, be right back, yes. Elizabeth. How are you, Elizabeth? Elizabeth. So Delilah, are you still working out or what? I sent you a message to see how you were doing, so I suspect you'll answer eventually. I wanted to know about specifics about your budding acting career. And I wanted to see your new headshots. So, yes, and I'll show you my headshot. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. This is random, but I love Stella Skarsgård. Yes, Stellan, yes. For a few reasons, actually. He's talented. She's incredibly talented. Handsome, I suspect, yes. And he has a striking resemblance to the man you love. Well, is it Stellan Skarsgård that you love? I mean, is a resemblance to him. Yes, Elizabeth looks fine as frog's hair. I recycled that one because I felt we needed a perky thing to start the Wednesday off because I missed a perky photo, an attractive photo. I think you got my point. Chernobyl. I haven't seen that yet, although I know about it. I heard it's a blast. He plays Boris. Yes, yes. Oh, I know who it is. I know the actor. Okay, so listen to me now. Has anyone, or maybe you did, seen Legend? Claire, do you know are they Crary or McCrae's? I think that's their name. I forget their name. Crays? The Cray brothers. They were twins, and they ran the East End, and then they tried to take over the West End, and one of them was completely out of his mind. And the other one was too, actually. See, some of those criminals, here's the drawback in some of that. I witnessed it in Washington, D.C. with some drug guy who was like, I'll explain. I forget his name. But he had all of this money, everything he wanted, but he still lived in the old neighborhood, right? And he brought attention to himself. People in that neighborhood do not drive Rolls Royces and Maseratis. So, when you park that outside, you're bringing attention to yourself. You should always keep that stuff quiet. Well, these young men were the same way, and they were flamboyant, and one of them was really crazy. One brother went to prison for 6 months, only 6 months, for some of these heinous crimes. Unbelievable, because they paid everyone off. And when he came back, his brother, well, I'm not going to tell you. It's a great story. I'll watch it. It's on Netflix, and it is called Legend. Thank you. I promote Netflix because I was even on Netflix, believe it, on several movies that you would just see a glimpse of me. And then the one with Angela, which you saw too much of me, and I never liked that. Oh, The Craze. There you go. I've seen it, The Craze, yes. You saying Chernobyl. I heard it's a blast. Made me laugh because the reactor core literally blew up. Yes, I knew that. You see, I'm not just a pretty face. Well, I'm not a pretty face. I'm old. But I remember some of these things. It is very interesting. Interesting. How's the weather in Florida? It is freezing. We were freezing our bums off. Yes, it is unseasonably cold. I know it's winter, but for example, I played golf on the weekend. My friend was in from out of town, and we played Saturday and Sunday, and it was right around 80 degrees we were playing out there. All right? It was windy and cool. And then on Monday, oh my goodness, freezing. Last night was worse. He moved to Melbourne, and supposedly it's supposed to be really cold. It's quite all right, love. I know what you meant. Sometimes I type that and I realize I typed the word twice. It doesn't matter. Yes, it's cold there. Should you visit your brother in Melbourne, please let me know. It'd be great to say hello to you. It's not far from me. I believe it's about an hour up the road. Yeah, you're right, Stripe. It should be a little bit cold, but you know what? Here in Florida, we really don't sweat it. We like the change, unless it's too long. And I mean, later in the week, I will play golf Friday afternoon, and it's already supposed to be, I think they had 78, so that's beautiful. I watched Volume 1. What is she talking about here? Oh my God, didn't mean to put that. Okay, Melbourne, Florida, yes. 46 degrees now. Elizabeth. Let me see what it is up here, up north from Sir Striper. Hello, Striper. It's 49 degrees here, but it feels like 41 because of the wind. You see. And rain will be starting in 12 minutes. It's funny, Angela was leaving last night, pulled her car out of the garage, and we were standing out there saying goodbye to her, and the wind was blowing and the palm trees were rattling, and I look up and whoa, big piece of palm tree comes down, and it wasn't fluffy either. It was something that could have hurt Mr. Carlo. I didn't mean to put suppose he's a handsome face, but who? And Pathumi, the first one is the best of all, but 2 is still good. Volume 2 of Nymphomaniacs. Are you a nymphomaniac, Claire? Oh, 30 degrees Fahrenheit here currently. Ooh, yesterday morning I took a walk and it was the 20s. Darling, listen to me. Every walk you take this year and for the next 10 years is going to be the 20s. Okay. It's the roaring 20s. It's the walking 20s. All right. Yeah, 30 degrees is a little too chilly for me. The film is a Nymphomaniac Volume 1 and 2. Okay, I can imagine what it is. Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. Pathumi, you get to see a lot of them in Volume 2. Okay. It was 5 degrees when your grandparents woke up this morning. That is too cold for your grandparents. They should be here in Florida. Well, although it was cold, this here too. Dee says you're a nymphomaniac. Well, Dee would know. Dee would know. And you like the D, right? So it works out. Oh, yes. Saren, how was class this morning? What were you discussing with young Daniel? Mm-hmm. Well, you know, actually, we're in a tropical climate here as well. It's just we get this unseasonably cold front that came through. And you're burning in the heat. Well, those could be perks unless it's really stifling heat, then it's not such a perk, really. Like here in the summertime. You know. You don't think you are? Yes, I know. I bet you are. Well, so, I love how you were all complaining about the cold, and I'm here in jolly old England. But it is heating up a little bit over there. Although 2 of those pesky royals, former royals, have left, and they're in Canada right now, where it is freezing cold. So, Claire, are you paying for their protective service? Oh, you don't like the humidity. So the humidity is what we used to call it for fun. So, Pathumi, is it humid in Sri Lanka? It must be. You're surrounded by water. Oh, that's very good. That's things, useful things. Useful things. Falling iguanas is not, doesn't happen, dear. I've been here for many years and there's never an iguana fell on my head. One of my cousins who lived in Massachusetts, where it is freezing now, she and her husband bought a home down here, and they left 2 months later. She couldn't handle all the, in the summertime, all the tropical. I called to the attention of Angela yesterday. I said, "Look at this bird, this beautiful bird," and I looked it up, and what was a stork type bird? It was I forget, but it had this wingspan, must be 10 feet, and the tips of this white bird were black. I mean, you see some amazing wildlife here. You'll see a predator bird going over way up over top of the lake and collapse his wings and dive right in. It can be an egret, what would be an osprey, an eagle, American eagles. So it's fascinating. We have wild boars here. We have, what else do we have here? Well, we have snakes and rats, like every place. We have squirrels. We have black panthers, pumas. We have those, but they're being driven out from the Everglades, and they move north. But there's so much construction that it's really rough for them. We have alligators, lots of alligators, but they don't fall out of the heavens. Although I will tell you, when I take the trash out on Monday nights, the recycle and the trash, the garbage, two separate receptacles. I roll them out. And while there's a street light and it's dark, because my neighbors are all out like 5 o'clock in the afternoon to me, but I'm, usually taking them out about 1 in the morning, and I take them or midnight. I look around when I'm walking out there because that's all I need to see are those cat eyes. We have a lot of bobcats too. So you don't see them all the time, but they are there. Birds aren't the only animals with beaks. Apparently turtles' mouths are called beaks. Never heard that before. That's interesting because if you looked at them, I saw one the other day playing golf. It was a snapping turtle, and it had a hook on it. Boom. That would hurt. So we have a lot of turtles as well. Still going to be less expensive, I believe, than paying them. And they will now get their money that they have from, they're going to try and do things on their own, which they will do because they're celebrity. But don't they still get money from Charles, from Prince Charles? Charles the King, who will be the king for the shortest period of time. It was actually, no, it wasn't. The beak was very thin. It was because I looked at, whooping crane. It was a whooping crane. And I was surprised that there's so many different variations of that. And white birds with black tip wings, they have those that are geese, and they call them snow geese. It's pretty cool. All right. We have everything here. The sandhill cranes abound. Look up sandhill cranes, and they stand about 4 or 5 feet tall. And they stop traffic as they just lumber across the road. That's lumbering. That's a shark. Okay. An albatross. Yes. Do you know what an albatross is? Here's what an albatross is. In golf, you know the game where you have to hold a shaft in your hand while you're tapping a ball. An albatross. And all of the words describing getting your ball in the hole with your shaft. There's par, which means, let's say it's a par 5. So you can't reach it, it's too far to get the ball from your shaft in the hole in one shot. That'd be a hole in one, impossible on a par 5 without a miracle of some sort. Okay, and I don't believe in miracles, so you sexy thing. Okay, so I have to put the musical reference in there. So if you get the ball in the hole on a par 5 in 2, right? So in 2 shots, which is very rare, more rare than a hole in one. Not on a par 5, but normal hole in one on a par 4, par 3. That's called an albatross. It's a double eagle. If you get it in 3 on a par 5, it's an eagle. You get into 2, it's a double eagle or an albatross. Okay, this is on a par 5. You get it in 3, it's an eagle. You get it in 2, in 4 on a par 5, this far, you get it for 1 under, it is a birdie. And of course, a 5 is a par. Just a little bit of golf knowledge for all of you who love to grip the shaft and swing it. Okay. Yes, I have done that before. Florida man, yes, I know. You know, it is a crazy place here. And usually when you see something in the news that is so far-fetched, I mean, like truck driver takes all his animals and drives them into a pond. You know, there's something equally stupid, but, or nothing's worse than that, poor animals, but, you know, people do it with people. It's just terrible. Man's inhumanity to man. We talk about that all the time, or I do. Your mom caught a snapping turtle one time while we were fishing. Isn't that called turtling? I don't know. And maybe if she caught a fish, why turtling? I don't know. They don't get money from Daddy? I thought there was a huge trust from Charles. Where's the money come from? Not all the money. I heard that they were only taking 5% or taking directly from you subjects. I have to find out where their money comes from. Do you have a chart, please? I thought it was from his enormous wealth that he's acquired from being whomever. No, there's a penguin on the telly. Mandy, where have you been? Me too, Kathy. What are you talking about here? I was thinking Monty Python when he said albatross. Okay. Good morning, Joe and everyone here. What happened to me Monday? Mandy, what happens to you every time I'm on here? You come on about so sporadically, and now you're busting me on Monday. I was trying to do something else, actually. I almost tried to squeeze you all in, but then I thought, I should be prepared. So, all is well. You saw a Ford commercial singing Brandy. First time I enjoyed a Ford commercial. I see. Ford. You know what Ford stands for? Does anyone know that? This is old school stuff, so it would be a dad thing. Okay, it's been lovely catching up with all of you, and Pathumi, please don't enjoy living in Sri Lanka too much and send pictures. Photos. Pictures, photos. They've lost their titles, so no money. I firmly believe I don't think, I think Harry. No, no, that's the child, right? No, that's Harry. Yeah. Excuse me, Harry um, will become disgruntled. I don't think his lovely bride, Meghan, and Harry are destined to be together for a long, long time. My guess, I hope not. I really don't give a shit because it's their lives. But I want them to be happy. How can they not be happy? Apparently, money isn't, happiness. So, and all of those places they can stay around the world, just representing their country and vacationing, and like Barbados, which is a territory used to be of the UK, but still the Queen goes there. I mean, come on. Let's give it all up. Let's be rebels. I see split city on that one, but that's just me. I'm not a therapist. Goodbye, Pathumi. A tight squeeze is good. Fix or repair daily. Thank you, Stripe. I knew you'd get it. I hope you didn't have to look it up, but it is. FORD, fix or repair, found on roadside death. That's funny. I like that one. Mandy, haven't heard that one. Mandy brings a little humor. Kristen, we've missed you too. I was thinking about you this morning. I had the weirdest dream. It didn't involve you, Kristen, I'm sorry, but about a friend of mine's wife who I haven't seen in maybe 20 years. 20 years. And she was moving to Florida, and he was moving with her too, but somehow we were chatting. I was visiting them at their home up north. I assume they still live there, I don't know. And it was the weirdest thing. She says, I'm moving to Florida. I have to think about it right now. It was crazy. And when I woke up, it felt like I had just talked to my friend Judy. Judy. That's her name. Harry's always been the black sheep. Is that a reference to because his wife is half African American? So his children would be no. That is I just there's just some vibe I'm getting from them. I don't know. Maybe they're just being a little too out there. And I know that Harry is kind of off the deep end sometimes, but I just have a feeling she is influencing this move. And I'll watch BBC and they're like, oh no, Harry's always been the wild one, so it's not surprising at all. Yeah, I mean, it's a little surprising. He can be the wild one and go out and have fun, but he always come back to roost, That's right. Excuse me. I have lots of weird dreams, says Claire. No. Okay, wait, I missed something. Fix or repair daily, yeah. No, I know, Claire. I'm teasing. That was just a bad joke, please. It wasn't. I just meant he's always done his own thing. Yes, I know that, dear. You should know me by now. It's tongue in cheek. Okay, so I tried to tune in on Monday where you live. I tried to tune in Monday. Where do I live? On the Treasure Coast. Oh, where you live? See our language here. Yes. In context, Joe. In context. No, I had intended to be, but I had something came up that I wanted to work on in hopes of at some point in my life it would turn into maybe an opportunity. Send a donation. Well, I always get them when you send them, love, on Monday. Yes, I took off on Monday. Did you send a donation? It didn't pop up. But thank you. It would show up on my, let me check. I can go check over on the other side, which is the dark side. Whew, my goodness. This was frozen and I just popped it up. Now let me see. I can't really show you. How am I going to show you guys this? Oh yeah, I know. I'll take a picture. I just had this reduced and it popped up and it was still there. And it was the lovely Elizabeth. This is how giant a shot just popped up when and I got a reaction from that. I just popped up my phone and look, poof, there's Elizabeth. It didn't start yet. Elizabeth, thank you though. You're quite charming and a lovely young woman. So let's see. I want to check about that other thing you mentioned. Let's go. Come on, computer, please. Yes. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much, darling. I do appreciate it. I had to go to Gmail, and Gmail gets everything sent to it. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Very sweet. Very sweet of you. Thanks. Surprising. I mean, I just hit that, and Elizabeth was there. Elizabeth, that's an odd shot. So, Mandy. So, Mandy, what have you been doing? Mandy, you never call anymore. So, how is Alia doing? Anyone know Alia? Have we heard from Alia? Over there in Abu Dhabi. Richard, do I have any acting jobs coming up? I may have. I've been submitted for a couple things. My agent submits me, but I don't know. No, we do. Thank you. It's very nice of you. I greatly appreciate it. Actually, in honesty, it helps pay for the website. Here, that's what I use it for. So, Mandy, thanks for asking, Richard. None lately. Not since that. The last one I did was that financial commercial. Angela's been lovely, thank you. She is at home, her home, north of here, about 40 minutes. Angela's in the Vero Beach area. So if you're in Vero, look her up. How's Kristen Live doing? How are your videos going? I'm sorry, I haven't checked lately. I get kind of distracted with so many things. Not the least of which are my communications with friends. And I wanted to bring this up, and if she's listening, I don't know that she is, but I have a very dear friend, when I first started doing not live, but the website. Her name is Karishma, or Cat nickname, but Karishma lives in New Zealand. And we went back and forth for easily 2 years on her relationship with a professor. And she said, yeah, but I don't think he pays attention to me. Well, I remember one day she was walking across the cafeteria and he made some side remark from the other side of the room so that others could hear. I said, of course he's interested in you. No one even does kiddingly things like that to students unless there's some interest. And of course, I knew this for some time, and we went back and forth, and I said, this is not good for you, blah, 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 certain things. I mean, I'm, really summarizing this, and there's so much details you can imagine, going back with detailed conversations for over 2 years. So we're not surprised to find out that they live together now. But I knew that was heading that way, and that she was in the same department as a student, obviously, of his is, I think, a psychology department, and she's now a psychologist or whatever, and he is still a professor. But I knew he was waiting for her to graduate. But Karishma, darling, I'm so happy to reconnect with you, and please join in and say hello. There's a lot to the story, and I know I missed a lot, but I'm just giving a quick overview. You know, it's boy meets girl, and then meets her, and meets her, and meets her, and meets her, and they stay together. Okay. Kristen's been working on her garden, making videos on that topic. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'll have to look. You saw me on Law and Order the other day. He must have been an old one. Yeah, Harry's always done his own thing as I scroll back. Vero Beach. Vero. V-E-R-O. Vero. And it's pronounced Vero. Vero Beach. It's a Vero, and it's a lovely beach, I might add. As a matter of fact, we did a clip in that movie, Walking Along, St. Tom. Yes, that along the beach in that silly movie. You messaged me and never heard anything? I doubt that. Don't apologize for being busy. Don't apologize for getting busy either. But I mean, that's what it's about. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. I'm surprised if I didn't see that. Let me put another page. No, let's go. Leave this here. Geez, I almost clicked this thing off. You can imagine. What he say? He clicked something off. No, I almost X'd out of you guys. So Joe has to be very careful because he can just go off at any time. Okay, let me try this one. No, that's a private window. I don't need that. I mean, it can actually be tracked, this one. New window. Discord, that cord. Okay, here we are. Let's check it. Oh, Mandy. Mandy. Let me go right here on Mandy. Oh, the last one I sent you, a little kiss there. Okay, so Mandy, and you, no, perhaps you sent, no, I don't know who sent what, but that's from you. Hello, Joe. Okay, watch live. Listen today. That's very nice of you, Mandy, and I'm going to type some salacious story. Happen. Yes. I'll put a comma and then an exclamation. Is that sticking? Why is this keyboard sticky? I'm a little upset at that. I'll have to get out the alcohol or whatever. Ah. That's what it is. I just realized what's happened earlier. I cleaned all the keys except the space bar. All right.
there it is, Mandy. There's the message. I cannot meet you before 5 p.m. Okay, so, did I just say that? Was that live? Okay, so here we go. Look who's here. Sarah, the Welsh lassie nutbuster. Hello, Ghostbusters. We'll have someone like that. Hello, Nutbusters, when we have our own, you know, little business, the Nutbusters. And you know, okay. No, no, I'm not sure. I didn't realize I was typing to a mate of mine today about some NFL football, and I'm typing it. So I cleaned all the keys except. Oh, do I still have my little? Is it still wet? This is a little dealy with the right stuff in. Let's see if I can get it cleaned here. See, I have this is. Don't copy it. This is my keyboard, okay? So I don't want to get any weird messages. Okay, let's see if it works. Does it work? Yes, it does. I think I've got it. I like to do the ASM. Here, you tell me what it is. Can't believe I tuned in to watch Joe clean his keyboard. Well, you should have tuned in earlier when he was manipulating his shaft. How's that sound? Okay. Shame you missed it. Well, I'm sure you're having plenty of it. Okay. How's the 3-month? Is the 3-month period up yet? The 3-month abstinence up yet? I didn't hear a noise coming from Wales. It breaches of. No, it doesn't. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Could it? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Still abstinent. You are not. If you're abstinent, I'm not holding a microphone. I'm not holding a microphone, but you can't see me. I am holding one over here. I know, Joe's wacky. Okay, so let's see what else we can. We can. Oh, this ought to be good. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Oh shit! It's okay. Let's see. Ready? Okay, Sarah, get ready for this. This is ASMR. You're still abstinent. Okay. Ask Claire if you're abstinent. What? I mean, if you get together with Claire, it's not the same. I mean, it's great, no question about it. But and the film would be lovely, but it's not the same thing. Okay, let's get it out, Joe. I shouldn't have done that, actually. Okay. No, that's working, Joe. Oh, because of your hands. Yeah, thanks. Mate, oh, this is the tough stuff. Oh, yeah, thanks. Okay, here's something you won't. I don't know if that's not loud enough. So, I know you all remember the story I told you some years ago when I was in the shipping business. And I'm going to repeat this because something came up the other day when I was calling for service of some sort. Okay. So, my face is doing ASMR. Okay, so when I was in the shipping business long before the computers were really everywhere, I think I told you this, a woman called me, I was in Washington, D.C., and my company somehow lost her package. And one of the customer service representatives, we called them CSRs back then, and goes to my secretary. We call them secretaries, not assistants. And she said, Joe, we've got a problem. Oh, I hated to have those problems. Okay, what? There's a lady on the phone. Yes, where's her package? Well, it was an overnight package going from Washington to New York. And we used to tout that we would put it on an airplane and it would be whisked there and it would be sitting for your client in the morning. Of course, we sent it on a bus. I can tell you that now. Anybody who's watching this was in the business knows that. So we would send it on a bus. So we put our important package on a bus that evening, knowing, 5 hours later, it's going to be at the bus station and our agent in New York would pick it up and deliver it to them, okay, in the morning. Or take it back to his office and then, disperse. But it would be delivered. Overnight, they think it's going by plane, it's going by bus. Rather than spend the $70 by plane for the package, we put it on for $15. It's called profit margin. Unfortunately, in this case, when the courier took it and put it on the bus to New York, somehow it got mixed up and went on a bus to Miami. So we had to track that package, and this woman calls in to me. Now, I get all the information, but what I did was this. I think I did this for you guys once before, but here. So I said to Bernice, was the name of my secretary. Remember, she's a lovely woman. I said, Bernice, send it in on line 4 and tell them you're going to send it to our operations center. Well, we only had one office. We had operators and we had dispatchers and Bernice and me. And I had salesmen in the street. So that phone lights up. And I picked up something and said something like, operations and tracking, how may I help you? And I just, okay, ma'am, let me check on the computer where it's going. What? She's saying, what? I said, well, it seems, hold on. Yep, just as I thought. Your package was flown. It's heading back already. It was put on the wrong plane and went to Ohio. And I'm really sorry about that. And what we'll do is, now at this point, I already knew we had it picked up in Miami and we were flying it back to New York. So I say, you will have it before the close of business today. And I said, I'm terribly sorry, and we will credit your account accordingly. Thank you so much. At least you know where it is, I did. And this was my computer, my little adding machine. I have the same one I had years ago. I have it. But so what caused that? Angela, I was laughing. She said, what are you laughing at? I called about the cable.
And they said, we can tell by your phone number you are at, and gave my address. I said, yeah, that's me. Yeah, yeah. This is a, I said yes or whatever. I pushed the button. And this is a robot, right? This is a bot. And it says to me, we're going to check right now if there's any problems in the area. And it goes, to make me feel like they're doing something. That's the same thing I did long before this shit all got started. I couldn't believe it. Angela thought it was hysterical. So they do the same thing to me I did to them over 35 years ago. Okay, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. An adding machine. Did I go to acting school? Oh. It was not for you to appoint a priest to a free fife. There's not a Norman layman or cleric who would ever concede that. It would mean reviewing the entire legal system of the conquest. No, I didn't. Okay. What is my favorite food? Anita asks, what is my favorite food? It's usually whatever I have a hankering for at the moment. But if I was to just have, my favorite real dish is ossobuco. But pizza. I eat pizza. I love pizza. That'd be a favorite. Italian food. No, I'm not going to say that. Well, that's terrible. Well, that's rude. Yes, I did some Shakespeare. Okay, I used to, in high school, when I played Thomas Becket, I would say things. I would use an accent, and I could not stand that the other people on stage could not come through with it. And then I would stand out like a sore thumb. Like the sore thumb that I am, I believe. You have to do it in period. You got to figure, at least by high school, people would have something go for them. Yes, I do love that. That's good with some nice Saren. We could have a couple bottles of red wine and see where that would lead. Yep, that's a nice meal, I tell you. Yes. Lovely meal. Oh, did he make it? Oh, that's terrific. I don't do that. I consume it, but I don't make it. He had a little song to go with it? Australian. Cheese mates. Cheese mates. Okay. Favorite food for me, anything seafood or eggs, anyway, scrambled, sunny side up. I love eggs. I love eggs very much. Yeah, scrambled, sunny side up. I love them. Oh, deviled eggs, of course. Wow, egg salad. Damn, Mandy. How did you know I loved all those eggs? Why? Count you in on the eggs and the Cabernet and great company. Great company. Eggs. Oh yeah. We want some eggs. Make them ripe. Make them ripe? You don't want ripe eggs. What the hell's the matter with you? Eggs Benedict. It's all right. It's not my favorite. I'll take some, bangers and, just some eggs over easy. With some toast, wheat toast, preferably. Kristen, now do not tease me like that. If you're going to hop in the shower, please film at 11, okay? That's nighttime viewing. Or if you have it in 20 minutes, well, it's fine. I will stick with green salad and lots of wine. The problem there, I say, yes, I love salad too. Salad is fine. Drinking wine. Oh, well, if we're going to drink
we'll just drink everyday wine if we're going to do that, because we would not want to spoil if you're using any sort of salad dressing that's got vinegar in it. So that usually doesn't bother me. I just still drink the wine. Osobuco. Where'd you get them shanks? Oh, that's cute. Osobuco. Where'd you get that buco? Osobuco. Where'd you get them shanks? Cute. Is that like if you knew Susie? Osobuco. No. What? Give me. What's the song? What's the music for that? You don't have dressing because you're dieting, but you'll have the wine. Well, I know. There's some things we have to allow ourselves. That's where the weight comes. That's where it comes. Eggs and grits. I'm not a grits person. That would be Angela. So she would be fond of you for saying that. I'm not that southern. I do like oatmeal, though. I love oatmeal. When I was a kid, my mother used to make cream of wheat. Have any of you ever had that? Okay. Yeah, I got you. What it's called, I don't know. Okay, well, there are instant grits in the pantry. I could rush over and look at it. See, it's some sort of corn thing that's like. Do you know what cream of wheat is, Claire? It's kind of like that, maybe a little heavier. Or let's see, what are they? What else is? What is that called? Homily, hominy grits. Oh, that's you know what hominy is, right? I'm not talking about harmony, hominy. Oh, about 10. Thank you. Cream of wheat, yes. Cream of wheat. Remember that one. You tell Diana that you want a bowl of cream of wheat. You're going to send it to me. Ground corn, that's right. Thank you. I knew it was corn. Don't you, wait, don't you, loving life, hold on there, loving life, don't you dye your hair someday? Do I dye my hair? Only, and use a rinse now. I dyed my hair for one roll. I know that's not what you're asking, but I'm just telling you. And now if I need to do something, you dye your hair for, when I was in a film, it was dyed because it would last for, I was filming for 3 weeks. But ordinarily, if I do something and they want to change it, it's just a rinse and it rinses right out. So I do not dye my hair. My hair is natural, just as it is, honestly. But when I have had it dyed before, I don't like it, but I do it. It's like porridge. Please, sir, some more porridge. You're not a hypocrite. No. When we get together, Claire, we will feast. Any of you, we will feast. Feasting sounds fun, doesn't it? Beans on toast. You know, oddly, at my advanced age now, that sounds marvelous. Beans on toast with is it with a nice Merlot? You have beans on toast? Knowing you have a bottle of water. Beans on toast. Willem, we're doing fine, thank you. I hope you are keeping well. See those girls over there in Wales and England, the UK, that's U-K-A-Y, UK, are talking about food that is indigenous. It sounds lovely, doesn't it? For me, jam and butter. Jam and butter or pancakes with buttermilk or coffee works in a hurry. We do have great breakfast options. We have all the options, those you mentioned for sure. You're making me hungry now. I didn't eat yet this morning because I was dashing around and I almost totally screwed up, you know, totally. I had the lovely Elizabeth here in all of her radiance, and last week was Colonel Sanders. It was actually Bernie Sanders, but dressed as Colonel Sanders, and it said free chicken for everyone, but you couldn't see that. Stroop waffles, right? I'm not sure what a stroop waffle is, but it sounds lovely. What is a stroop waffle? Stroop, there it is. Stroop, there it is. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, Claire, there's no rapping going on. I can only rap when Claire's off. She gives me such a complex when I go in my rap mode. She always reminds me that I'm exceedingly embarrassing. Okay, free chicken for everyone. Yes, that was Colonel Sanders, Bernie Sanders. Yes. Free Medicare, health care, and, you know, chicken. But we don't know how we pay for it. But I've not done any acting in Atlanta because I do a Bernie thing.
Okay, look, this is what we're going to do. Okay, everybody is going to get free healthcare. You see, I told you I vetted it. That's the way it is.
That was just off the top of my head. I didn't get to work on it. Okay, so acting in Atlanta. I've had auditions. One agent said, I want you to go to Atlanta. You know, they're not paying to go to Atlanta and audition in front of this guy. He's very famous, so it would be good for him to see you. And I said, I have to go up the night before. Are you going to pay for the hotel and my travel expenses? And I knew what she was going to say. Of course not. It's a casting. I said, well, of course not. I'm not going. Why? How can you? Well, you're passing up the opportunity because if he sees you, maybe not this role, he'll remember. They don't remember shit, first of all, okay? Let me tell you the facts about acting, right? Unless you are an A-lister, they're not going to remember you from Adam. Maybe they'll flip through the book, or their assistant or assistant number 10 down the line will look, oh, how about this guy? It is nothing more than peddling flesh actors. You know what I mean? So if they want you, they use you. But it's not like a guy who's real busy doing this. Oh, yeah, that guy that we used playing the taxi guy, let's make him King Lear. No, it doesn't work that way. People think it does. Now, I will tell you this. If you start out as an extra, like Matt Damon, Matthew McConaughey, they did little extra parts and they became megastars. I started doing that too, but it does not automatically translate. Acting is, you know, being at the right place at the right time. Totally. Right place at the right time. Okay? The thing is, you have to be prepared when you get to that point. You know, you can't not be ready when you are there. When you have the opportunity, you've got to jump on it. But it's right place and right time. And that is how you make it. It's luck of the draw. It's luck of the draw. There are many wonderful actors working in community theaters. It's a business. It is a cutthroat business. And agents do nothing more than peddle flesh. Casting directors contact the agents. Send me over Joe. Okay. Now, I may be in someone else's book. I had 7 agents in New York. Send Joe over. Joe goes over. the casting director. I say, what is the part to my agent? Oh, it's, you know, you're going to play a grandfather. And I go over there and there's Wilfred Brimley, who looks like a grandfather, you know. I know I'm old enough, but I didn't look like a grandfather. And I would get so pissed they would send me this. I don't have a shot at that role. And the agent would say, well, and the casting director say, well, we want to give our clients, you know, different options. Don't waste my time. It's a tough business, everyone. Tough business. Okay. How do you make a King Lear? Show him a nude picture of Mrs. Lear. I think it would be better to show him a nude picture of one of you for King Lear. That's pretty funny. Yeah. I really never did any rapping for you. I have to get in the vibe with the music, you know. And then I do old dad rapping. But I really don't do it. And I'm sure, sorry, it's hellish, but, you know, I'm not really a fan of rap music myself. Let's get to this part here where Mandy did a, yeah, I know, that's how it is. You have to have a very, very, very thick skin if you're an actor. I would do as many as 6, the most 6 or 7, in one day auditions. Mostly live reads because you have to be, to memorize, and I've mentioned this, where you memorize for money. An agent, actually a manager told me, memorize for money, right? So you do the best you can, pick it up, and you just want a reference so you can glance at it. They know that you haven't memorized the piece. All right, they know that. But you know, they tell you what they want. You read it once. They say, try it this way. You read it. Okay, thank you, bye. You can have someone leaving, wait outside. I've told this story before. Wait outside of a casting director's office because the people, the producers, the money people are in there and they just witness it. And she comes out and says, they really liked you. I want you to stand by. So great. And then she comes out like 15 minutes later. Okay, Joe, you can go. Or they say, we're going to put you on hold, which is the next best thing to, okay, maybe I'll get this gig. They put you on, you're going to be, put you on hold, you're on hold for Monday night. You know, Monday. Sunday comes, Monday afternoon, you call up, hey, everything still good? Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to get back to you. No, they released you from on hold. Meanwhile, you blew off another gig because you already committed to being on hold. So, you know, it can be, it's tough. It's tough. And you walk into some place, if you were selling something door to door, I imagine that's very difficult. You're selling something door to door, and people get annoyed. I don't want to listen to this shit, and they close the door in your face. That would be like humiliating. In acting, it's the same thing without the humiliation. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Good. All right, take a read here. We're gonna do this. Let's make it a little. Do it when you're Southern. Come on in here, just like you're the sheriff and you're a real friendly sheriff, and just lay it down for us. You know. Okay, do it again. Do it again. Okay, thanks a lot. Boom. You never hear from them. The next time, you know, you go in there, it's something else. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Good to see you again. Okay, this one we want you to. So you can't get too jacked up and you can't get too low. You have to have this even keel. You have to realize it is completely, as I've told Sarah in this business, it is high hopes with the lowest of expectations. Because if you think any other way, you'll be crushed. It takes a lot. Okay. No, I do not. I do not know. No, I had a friend of mine who was Indian, and I used to do it. Do you know? And I can't do it right now, but I used to mimic him. I'm a mimic, actually. I hear something and can do it. Yeah. You've done a lot of community theater, and there are a lot of very good actors out there, but it takes it takes more. You have to, you know, somebody, you're wonderful in that production,
And it was a packed house. Great. You should be in Hollywood. Oh, yeah, you should be in Hollywood. Not only is Hollywood full of people that think they should be in Hollywood, imagine what their community theater's like. So why would, and if you're going to fill the role of someone in their 50s, I played a lot of, even though I'm older, I would play 50s, you can do it, you can pull it off, you can do that. When you get out there, and in New York, I knew all the guys. We all looked the same. We didn't look identical, right? But we looked the same. So it would be acting chops or something like that that would get you the gig. But we looked identical. Going, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I knew all of the guys. And multiply that 100 by 10, and you probably have LA. It's just crazy. It's a tough business to break into. But so you have to persevere. Yeah, I know, and it's right. We would call ourselves, if I was now, I could work every day in New York on different TV shows. You can't work typically unless it's the same scene you're going to shoot the next day as well. You can only work one day if you're working an extra. Now, when I was union, so I got the top money to do extra work. But there are a lot of people that do the same thing for probably less than half, a quarter of or a third of what they would pay me that would do it. I always used to say in New York, women would line up around the street, people that have never acted or done anything, to take their top off in front of the camera. For free. It's just nuts what people will do. So the craft is, because of there's so many things that can be done, there's so many outlets, there's so much cable, there's so much computer stuff, there's everything, There's so much for people to do. It is watered down, in my opinion, the industry. And it has watered down the pay. Commercials I have done, you used to get residuals for. Now, if you're an A-lister, they'll work a contract and all that. But if you go and audition, get it, it's going to be flat fee. So you get a couple $1,000s for a commercial and that's it. But then you see it for a year. And you're like, shit, I should be getting money every time it's shown. Not really. It doesn't work that way anymore. Hey, Joe, is it true that in the U.S. you feel too much loneliness? I'm not sure how to take that. I'm not really sure what you mean by you feel too much loneliness. Perhaps you see too much sadness? I don't know. Stick with local theater. It's good. My cousin is working for homeless people in LA. Yes, well, good for your cousin. That is rewarding work. Yes, plays are good. Plays, the reason why I didn't do many plays in New York, although I had the opportunity, was I always liked the change of venue. You work in a TV set, and the next day you're somewhere else. Sometimes we would work it doesn't matter, wherever we would work, in Hoboken, New Jersey, across the river. We'd be working in the morning. We'd have an hour to get to somewhere else over in Manhattan, or hour and a half, and it would either be a carryover, same clothes, or we'd be changing clothes, making it a different day. Same day, just different venues. You would do that. And that was exciting to work in different. I used to love to work outside when people are walking around and they're keeping them out there, because it's really fun to watch. You have the crowds that are wondering, what are they doing? New York, so many streets. I used to walk home. I would walk home from doing work or audition, and streets would be blocked off. And I'd say, oh, what's going on? Oh, Madonna's doing a music video or something. I did Lady Gaga. So I would just avoid it. Everybody
because I know the whole thing. I know the shtick about, what it's like working like that. So wasn't that exciting. It wasn't exciting for me anymore when you work in the business. My sister would visit me and would love watching that stuff. But it's what you do for work. You don't want to watch other people doing and getting paid, and you're standing there just watching them. I would sometimes stop to see if I know anybody, but New York is the place to be. Kristen Live is back. Sad, and people are very materialistic and carry guns, all gloomy, she says. What? So wait a minute. Your cousin, let me see, you have the cousin that works in LA. A lot of movies, series have been filmed in Atlanta. The Walking Dead, Jumanji. Yes, I'm very familiar with that, but I would not go over there. I don't know if I finished that story. So she wanted me to audition in New York, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it unless you're going to pay for me. And she gave me the rundown about I have auditioned in front of the top people in New York at times, right? And so I'm not enamored to go look in front of someone else. I already went through my feelings about that. Being in front of someone doesn't help me. If someone's special, you just have to give your best anytime you do it. But I know that it's going to cost me hotel and it's going to cost me travel to go to Atlanta to audition. Not happening. When I first started, I would do things, I was just learning. So I would go just on anything and end up costing me money. Like to Long Island or something like that to do an audition. But I would never do it now because either they want you there, and I have enough reel they can look at. Okay. But this is interesting. Loving Life says we are, in the U.S., there are sad people, very materialistic. There are materialistic people throughout the world. I don't think that is indigenous to the United States. You see television from here, they're not going to show a bunch of people, usually, unless it's the news, homeless on the street. That's different. All right. So we live in a capitalistic society here. So world, actually, and carry guns. Well, that is a misnomer. They do not all carry guns. In some cities in this country, it is illegal. You go right to jail. You don't get any warnings carrying a gun. In this state, you can carry a gun with a license, as Kristen knows. Okay, so and we're all gloomy. Not the case. Not for a moment. Unless I'm missing something, if that was what that was in reference to. Okay, thank you, Mandy. All right. No, I don't know about loneliness. Loneliness, I think you'd be lonely anywhere, right? I don't think it's the U.S. I remember Dark Shadows. Yes, I do. I did one soap opera, was called Guiding Light. Okay. Ooh, Charlie's here. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Judy. Hello, Charlie. Jolly. All right, sticking with local theater. Yeah. What community do you live in, Richard? Yep, in Florida. We're the Wild West down here. I remember the first time I was in Arizona or New Mexico, one of these places, and I was in a pharmacist, and this regular guy walks in with his gun and a holster on, he wasn't law enforcement, he was just a guy with a suit on or something. I'm like, what the hell is this? Gloomy, yes, it's so dreary here. It rains all the time. No, it's not dreary here. It's very expensive in California. It's very expensive in New York. No, I don't. What I remember, the only thing that I actually remember, if I have lines, I mean, that commercial I just did, I cannot remember. Well, partially I could remember because it was, a couple months ago, but I usually remember the lines and forget them because you kind of like just dump the lines. You dump them. You may remember some that are hard to get out of your head, but give us a preview. Give us some sugar, honey. Hutchinson, Kansas. And in Hutchinson, Kansas, I'm sorry, I don't know of Hutchinson, Kansas. What is the largest city nearby, or largest, the larger city? The largest city in Kansas, is it Wichita? Is it Kansas City? It's dreary in England, but there are fewer guns. All right, now, look, here's the weather for today. It's coming across the channel. It's dreary here in London, but there are fewer guns until evening. All right. Lots of knife crimes. Trump has submerged everyone in paying bills. I don't know what that means, but you have to pay your bills. We have to pay our bills. We have paid a lot of the world's bills with not getting anything back. So we're changing that. Yeah. Well, I don't feel that way about our president, but you're entitled to your opinion. That's one thing you can do in this country. You can say whatever you want about anyone. Wichita. I am a lineman for the county. Is that the one? And I drive the main road. Anyway, I don't know if that was Kansas or where that was. How can people who are educated and creative end up on the road? Become homeless, you mean? Things happen. A fair number of people who are homeless, it has been found, have some sort of mental issue going on. And there are actually people that prefer to they give up everything and just, But you see a lot of homeless in a lot of big cities. My thing is I'm totally against sanctuary cities. Totally against it. And also they are, I'm against the fact that they will deport someone and they come back 5 times committing crimes when they come back. Because we have to let them go. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. I don't know when all of that happened, but it's crazy. That's good. Well, where I live is mostly old people, really, too. So, yes, I guess it could seem that way if you only loving life, if you only watch the news about things happening in America. You know, it's like, I believe 98% of the world are good people. You see on television the 2% who are assholes. That's what you see. That's the way. You're right, Mandy. Stay away from politics.
But don't forget, you'll get free Medicare. And then when I'm talking about it, everybody gets it.
You know, Angela has this thing, and it's true. She says, Bernie says, and some of the candidates say, health care for all. And then there's something I don't quite understand. Health care for all. And forget about how that's going to be paid for. Medicare for all. It's health care. They want to give health care for all. Okay. And again, paying for it is another thing, but Medicare for all. But yet, people say, well, I want to keep my same provider. I want to keep my same doctor. I want to do this. Okay, but why? Why would you want everything the same if you could get it for free? If it's free for everyone, then that doctor you have will be free for you too, perhaps. Or it's the private, you have to pay more for private. But they come out with all of these things to try and get votes. I don't think that anything can happen, really. We'll see. Well, sanctuary cities, I don't think, I see that they are havens for criminals. And it's been proven. They're safe havens for criminals. Police can't pull them over, can't ask for any documentation, can't do anything. Consequently, someone who was just released now from jail, living in a sanctuary city, within a week of being released, because they changed the laws, because committing, you know, a assault on someone was no longer worthy of being put in jail. They lessened the crimes. Granted, I believe that people who are in there for selling weed for 20 years is stupid. Get them out of there. But, you know, if you harm someone, you've got to do some time. You can't just, you know, beat the shit out of someone and think, oh, yeah, well, I'll walk away. But in our country, in some cities, they let them go. They're protected in sanctuary cities. There are a lot of people who are not good people. That's all. And the person I'm speaking of killed a 93-year-old woman when they were let out of jail for 2 days because the law has changed. We're too soft. We're just too soft. You know, we are way too soft. No, I know that. Free healthcare is terrific, and it's an entitlement where you are. But you're going to change everything here, and I think we should have it as well. But I don't know how they're going to pay for it. Somewhere there's going to be suffering. Mandy, you're such a sweetheart. That is a wonderful attitude. I get that too, Claire. And I knew what ad was. Because, man, I said, that girl's got a nice ad, you know. And my friends say, what do you mean? Why do you say that? I said, well, I don't want to be too obvious. Okay. You're a foster kid? I didn't know that. Lost both parents, and I signed a system of 16. I had nowhere to go. Wow, Mandy, you're to be commended, dear. Yes, stick with it. You're turning 30. Yay. On the 28th, we have to remember Mandy's birthday, everyone. Yeah. Well, it's different everywhere. Mandy and Claire have a lot in common there. Different, but similar stuff. Yeah. Life is different in different parts of the world, and people are different. People are the same everywhere. There are some good and there's some bad. There's some, messed up people everywhere. Kristen, you're right. I have a nice adding machine. Oh, assing machine. Is that what you meant? That's an assing machine. I forgot. Wow. Striper noted it down. Very good. Charlie, our judicial service. Okay. I'll let you go. I know. It's totally screwed up. Totally. It's totally bonkers here. I mean, it's really, you will not believe what goes on here. You won't believe it. But I'm so happy that there's so many lovely people here. Mandy, I hope you will check in more often as you are able. This is Hump Day, so everybody get out and hump. Loving life. You love Bernie jokes, Sarah. Okay, let's see. But you didn't see that picture. Then let me see. Let me put this up here for you. See if you no. Why is that not coming? Oh, that's that IMG. They tell me. Now, why did that go up there? Let me see if I don't think it's going to show up if I do this either. There's some reason why it doesn't work. This one does not take. Here's something. See that? Look at that. We were talking about, weren't we talking to, Hannah, about Brazilian wax. And then I saw this thing in a magazine, I was reading online, and I said, your salon will miss you for not coming in. They now have no mess, no stress. Flamingo, shop Flamingo, whatever that means. So for those of you, I wonder, it may be, a do-it-yourself Brazilian wax thing. Do check it out, please. And most importantly, take photos and you can share them with me. I'm not trying to encourage anything. This is for you. All of this information is for you. Kristen, I'll be expecting that shower video soon. Thank you. Love the American flag and Obama. You realize Obama did nothing for us, though, but that's okay. That's fine. Oh, Mandy, that's very sweet of you. And you still have Discord. Yes, it's my own line of Brazilian wax. Maybe that is a way to. Yes, you're right. It's about the Benjamins and the bags of Benjamin. Oh, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Ooh, Charlie. Charlie, our immigration system, wet shaving. Yeah, there you go. Wet shaving. Yes. Be careful in some of those areas now, Richard. We have a flawed system, you know. A flawed system for sure. One of the systems is the deportation of illegal immigrants. There's a flawed system there, where we release them, arrest them, and then you can't hold them. And I can't help but think of the father of that girl that was walking on, which pier was it? Santa Monica Pier, who was shot by this person who had been deported no less than, I think, 6 times from this country. Kept coming back. Criminal. And he killed somebody. You can't do that. You've got to be more strict. The same thing took place in Europe. Open borders has made, in my opinion, my humble opinion, unsafe. Sure, it's made movement around okay for law-abiding citizens, but for the bad guys, they can just walk right in. I think that was, so anyway. You don't want to raise in your most delicate areas, no. Well, I'll tell you what. They have a new device out now. And if I see that ad, I'll share it with you. That was interesting the other day talking to Hannah, right? Did she come in today for a minute? I was jabbing her. I was running my mouth and missed her, I think. Hannah Burbank came in. Hello, Joe. Hannah, sorry, Hannah, I didn't recognize you coming in, or I didn't recognize you. Say, there's Hannah. My face is doing ASMR. I don't know how to do it. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to try and do some facial ASMR. Okay, now this, don't try this at home. I'm a professional. I just screwed that up. Let me wander into my bag of tricks here. What do I have here? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, let me see. That might work. I don't know. You can't see this good. Come on now. I'm going to end up cutting myself. I don't want to do that. That would be it'd be painful, it would. That may be good. That may work. Can I do that? See how that sounds. I've got a couple here. Let's try these. It's AMS All Time with Joe. Weird. Okay. Let me see something else. You tell me what it sounds like. If you can tell me what it is, well, you tell me what it is. Come on. Where's all... I cleaned this drawer out, right? My drawer is impeccable. Now I can't find anything because it's not where it used to be in the mess. See? Even for me, life is... I know what you mean, loving life, what you think about Americans. We are all crazy. Look, I don't know. Where's it here? Those. Now my drawer's messy again. Oh, here we go. Ready? Oh, no, that wasn't so good, was it? Okay. Here, I got something else. I'm going to try this. Guess what this is? Look, this is good stuff here. Now, come on, I could host my own show with this kind of stuff. Kristen, did you leave? You're going to miss this? All right, so what else? How about this one? Here's one you'll like. Maybe not. Sick. I know. Absolutely crazy. I should have that filled and do it one time. Like lapping up water in a bowl like a dog. But oh, come here, dear. Come here. Right. You all are bad. You are just so bad. Oh yes, that's fine. Well, sure, laugh at me now, but you just wait. I'll be back on Friday for more hijinks. Hijinks. And more ASMR. I'm going to find some good stuff to put together for ASMR. I said that before and I forgot, so I'll probably forget again. But if not, I will do it. You know, I did have something that would have been cool. Remember my little thing that hangs on my camera? Do you remember that? It's called, it's something, it came in that box of stuff that he did with those sex toys, right? Remember a few years ago we did that? Ooh, goosebump on your right side. Oh, good. Okay, look, I'm going to get something here. Just don't go away. I'm going to bring this thing back. I want to see what you tell me what it sounds like, okay? I'll be back in 2 minutes and a shake. Strawberry shake. Be right back, okay? I am wearing how that, you see how that works? I use a light box. Okay, now listen. See this. What is this? Boring. I think he's wearing pants. Lapping water over a bowl. Okay, what does this sound like? Ready? See if you can hear this. How's that feel? Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it. That is a shame. Well, sign up for the exclusive nude spread. Striper's leaving. Striper, it's so good to see you again. Thanks for being here as always. Striper, this is Robert Snack telling you, don't hang out on platforms. Don't hang out on subway platforms. Striper's leaving. Mandy, bye, Striper. Have an awesome day. Your vibrator's too quiet. It's not my vibrator. No, this is kind of hard to pick up. This is what I use when I play the hairdresser. Remember I took this as a hairdresser. Oh, I got to cover up my boo-boo. Oh, look here. It's this. It's lovely. Let me put up my glasses. Here, let's do this, Joe. Come on, you can do this. Stupid. Okay. Oh, higher water. Oh. What's wrong, Hiawatha? You seem down today. Isn't Brave coming back to you? Yes, he is. Okay. This man is not correct. He needs props. I like to use props. And I like props in my act. Guess what this is? Well, you're going to see what it is. This, I've showed you this before, maybe some of you. This is what I keep my headphones, not headsets. Oh my Lord! If you go into Best Buy saying, "Want some headsets?" You mean headphones? And I said, "What are you doing here? You sound like you're British." Okay, here, watch this. This is what I put it on. That's where I keep my headphones. So you know, it's damaged a little bit, but it was one of those yoga blocks, and I just rode on it. I don't care. I run with scissors, you know, so I do some vicious things. I put eyes on it and a nose. It's my headphones. And when I walk in here and it's like this, I turn it around. Because that's the face. Okay? So don't you dare turn around. I'll notice it. Joe is not correct, I know. That's right. We're supposed to help you keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. When I put these on, I feel like I gotta go. Hey man, what's up? How y'all doing? These are supposed to reduce the strain on your eyes if you look at a computer too long. Hello, I'm Joe Jaundice, and my eyes reflect exactly where I've been lately. Cute? I don't know. What these I can't see out of. These are dirty anyway. Hello. Hello there. I forgot, is it glasses day again? Oh no. There's a bit on the nose, you know, kind of like that science teacher you had who didn't know what he's talking about. That would be me. These you've all seen before. Hello. These are the doctor's glasses because they're bifocals. So when I am looking at the inner thighs of, when it's gynecologist glasses, I should have cleared that up. Gynos. Oh, that's the photo. My patients all send me photos after they've had a wonderful experience here in the office, and that's the lady with the red hair on the up there. No, that's not Saren. You know, these people. Okay. Let's see who this is. How about this? glasses without. Excuse me, Mum. Yes. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies for my daughter? I don't know where I should go with this. I think I'm going to start bringing props for fun time. As we get to close the day, I'll bring out the props. Remind me that, Claire. Send me something. Don't forget your props, Joe. And we'll do a props Friday. A Friday props. The proper Friday. The Golden Circle, that's good. Elton John. Swearing and kicking ass. Yes, I like Elton John, I do. Charlie, did you leave, Charlie? Trying for an Elton John look. Which glasses were the Elton John? Oh, the colored full ones or the round ones? Or... We'll have to do something. I'll clean these glasses on my chest. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, you don't get this entertainment just anywhere. You get it here. It's entertainment. That's entertainment. I think I need containment is what I need. You all don't believe this is me, do you? It is me. I mean, it's not a good picture. The lighting was wrong. It was all, you know, it's back in the 70s. Oh my God. This is my first year in college when I was in a music and theatrics major. Believe that. And look what happens. Age, my friends, age is a fucking terrible thing. I don't mind cursing about it because it is. And none of us can avoid it. I don't know what I was doing here in front of this brick wall, but you know, no telling what. Oh, it's a fireplace, and who knows what. Look, my shirt underneath looks like he's wearing jeans, but once again, filmed without pants on. Did you see that? Could you see that one? Did you see that? Yes, you did. A couple different things. See, I showed these before. Remember this? That's my mom and dad back in the day. Look at that double-breasted suit. You know, you could still wear that today. Mm-hmm. And my mother's got some sort of an animal wrapped around her neck. I'm not sure what that is. Leo Sayer, I know. And I think just close your eyes and in those days I could probably hit those notes. But this little butt teaser, this is a little, this is a Fanny favorite. Did I use it properly, Claire? I know you and Sarah always cringe when I say that. Oh no, well, I mean, those aren't even good flicks of me back then, but yeah, well, thank you, but yeah, I mean, I have trouble even thinking that's me. But obviously, this little thing here is, did I use it? You did use it properly, thank you. Fanny be tender to me. Like Leo's there. Well, thank you. Yes, well, I can't go back. And I mean, I could dye my hair, but my hair was actually out of control. And I would get my hair cut in those days. And I'm sure maybe many of you, or some of you, or all of you can understand this. And I would go get my hair cut and, oh yeah, it looks better. And I would come home, my mother said, thought you were getting your hair cut. I did. really. So, that's right. I was wishing I could have brought out other photos of Joe as a baby. I don't have those now. Oh well. Baby Joe. All right then. Let's plan to meet on Friday, shall we? I'll be on time. I'll try to make it 10. I know Bruce wants to play golf in the afternoon, so that means I have to pick him up at noonish, so it may be earlier. Maybe I get on earlier. And I'm so glad. So you can't say fanny pack because, ew, but you can say fanny pat. Or a fat fanny. Goodbye, loving life. And good luck. I'm so glad that Sarah should know that, but Sarah probably left. I admire all of you who are exercising now and can't stay so long. See you later, Richard. Thanks for being here. And everyone, no, some of you, no, everyone. I hope to see you all. Yeah. My being on time is like you saying you're on time. I know. But I think there's, I am consistently not on time. So really it'd be like, oh, what's Joe doing here so early? Or I may surprise you with a Thursday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yes, it says so on my computer, so I have to. Yeah, today's cleaning day. Bye, Saren. You're lovely as always, and thank you for being here. And enjoy your afternoon of teaching or whatever it is you're doing. Try and stay warm. Do you have a fireplace, Saren, in your new house? Oh, that's not an issue with me, darling. Fashionably late. I love all you guys. You're great. It's nice of you to always include hugs to Angela, Mandy. But really, this is me. It's about me. No. All right, so look, guys, I'll see you Friday. That's Friday at the regular peculiar time. And if not sooner, because I can just, turn on the computer and in the middle of the night just come up and see who's on, see who's around. Hey, anybody around, right? Can I do that? Round 2, only then you can go. Well, that might take a stretch. What am I eating for lunch? Depends. I haven't heard the doorbell ring yet. So, I'll see everybody later. Chimney for a wood fire. Yeah, okay. I was just going to say it's chilly, or cold, and I want you to be toasty in front of a fire while you're having an afternoon cocktail. Oh, it's going on 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, another 20 minutes or 17 minutes. 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Yes, I would do that. But you may be up and around. Is D at home or not? I mean, is he working? He's out of U2. All right, everyone. Good chatting with you. I'm going to now feverishly begin my cleaning duties. I've got to do this alone because no one's here to help me. Please, if any of you would like to help, come on down. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. I don't know much cleaning we get done, but it would be fun nonetheless to meet all of you in person. But I won't recommend jumping in the pool, although you could if you wanted to. I did that one New Year's Day or something like that, thinking I'll start the new year off with, and almost killed myself. No, it was so cold. So, it sounds nice. It does sound nice in front of a fire. Canoodling in front of a fire with your favorite beverage and other things. Bring your own stirrups. Okay, hey everybody, I'll talk to you later. See you on Friday. It's always fun. You want to see me in my maid outfit? Oh, but it's homemade. Yes, okay, well, French maid outfit. I want to see you, Mandy, in that French maid outfit. You 30-year-old vixen. Don't tease now. I want the real thing. Okay, guys. I'll see you later on Friday, if not sooner. And I'll say if not sooner because there is that possibility. So until then, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night. Followed by scattered light towards morning, and then it repeats, so I don't want to go through. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Why didn't it stop? Stop. Stop recording.